Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Alice and in today's video I want to share with you 5 easy, quick and free tips to always look elegant and put together, even when you're in a rush, even when you're on a budget. So without further ado, let's get into it. Number 1 is to be sure that your clothes are always proper and tidy. With this I mean small things like, for example, be sure that your clothes are clean, they have no stains, they have no faint smell of sweat, that they have no rips or holes, for example. And just to be clear, I'm not telling you to throw away these clothes, obviously. These can be very easily adjusted, but adjust them first, wear them after. Other things to pay attention, for example, are if you have a wool or cotton sweater, to be sure that they don't have peelings. You don't need a proper fabric shaver for that, you can just use an old razor. Also, especially if you have dogs, be sure that you have a lint roller by the door so that you can remove all the hair. That's something that I should remember, to be fair. Small thing like this, and especially be sure that your clothes don't have wrinkles. Wrinkles are among the biggest giveaway when it comes to elegance. Something that is wrinkled, it immediately looks a lot more shabby. Keep in mind that for most clothing, if you sun dry them instead of using the tumble dryer, and if you hang them properly, that will solve most of your wrinkly. And to be honest, majority of them I do not iron them, I just properly hang them. Now, all of these things do not take money, but they do take time. And if you don't have the time, or if you're simply not bothered to spend so much time in upkeeping your clothes, which is totally understandable, then you need to be very smart at the moment of buying new clothes. So, for example, I learned by mistakes that I definitely should avoid very delicate fabrics like cashmere and silk, because I'm not bothered with the upkeep. They're just too delicate for me. So now I shy away from them and I focus on more sturdier and wrinkle resistant fabrics like a good cotton or a sturdier wool. And otherwise linen. Linen is always going to look wrinkly. Everyone accepts that. That's my lifesaver when it comes to summer. And since we're talking about clothing, number 2 would be to be sure that all your clothes fit you properly. And that's because when your items properly fit you, you can have the simplest clothes, the simplest outfit, but you're immediately going to look like $1,000,000 because your clothes look like they're properly made for you and your body. So be sure that your clothes are not too small. That's not just a bad look, but it's also very uncomfortable. So you should always be able to fit at least 2 fingers between your clothes and your skin. Your clothes shouldn't also be too big because that's a little bit baggy and it looks a little bit shabby. And keep in mind that this does not mean that you can't have an oversized look. You definitely can, but there is a difference between oversized and too big. I will try to show you an example here. This is blazer that it's clearly an oversized look, but at the same time it's not too big on me, and you can simply see it because it hits me properly at the shoulder, the length of the sleeves is correct, and overall it's actually not too big. On the other hand, this shirt is clearly too big. Like, the shoulder hem arrives here. It's incredibly big on my body and clearly it's me out. It's the shirt wearing me, not the other way around. So that is something that definitely needs to be tailored. Of course, this is going to take some money, because unless you're someone who is good at tailoring, then you will have to pay someone to do so. So if you don't want to do that, which is totally understandable, or I would say even if you're someone that, like me, tend to be a little bit lazy and it will take a long time before finally getting around going to a tailor, then I would say be smart again at the moment of buying. Take more time to find the right items, but only buy things that really fit you properly or that only requires a really tiny alteration that you can do yourself. Number 3, not only your clothes need to be proper and tidy, but you as well need to be proper and tidy. With that I mean that you should pay attention to have proper grooming, because if your grooming is not on point, the outfit is never going to look elegant regardless of what you are wearing. This is something I had to learn the hard way because I love fashion, but I definitely hate beauty and makeup. So I often ended up doing these beautiful, complicated and sophisticated outfits, and then my hair were terrible and the result was terrible as well. So I learned that in terms of prioritization of both money, energy and time, you should focus on your grooming before focusing on your clothes, because a simple outfit with perfect grooming looks amazing, but the other way around does not work. And keep in mind that when I tell you that you need to have on-point grooming, I'm not telling you to do anything complicated or expensive. I'm not telling you to have a complicated face of makeup. To be honest, I do put makeup on for the videos and for special events, but for the most part, I never wear makeup and I don't think that's a problem. I'm also not telling you that you should have a blow dry regularly. I know a lot of people say that. That's expensive and unrealistic. I'm not going to tell you that. Same for the nails. I used to do my nails very regularly when I was in Belgium. Now I live in Switzerland. That's simply out of budget. I don't do that. What I'm telling you is to be sure that you have enough time to have a shower, to wash your face, that your hair are good, and if you are having a very bad hair day or you simply don't have the time to wash your hair, tie them. If you tie them, they are going to look proper anyway. Your nails don't need to have beautiful gel, but they just need to be clean and filed. Really small things like this will make a lot of difference in your outfits. Number 4 is to have invisible underwear always ready to go. Now, I already discussed in a different video why it is so important to have invisible underwear in general, so I'm not going to repeat myself. The point here though is that when you always have invisible underwear ready to go, it will make your life a lot easier, especially when you're in a rush, because they are going to work with every outfit you're going to put on. While if you have fun colors, that's a lot more complicated to pair with your clothes. You will have to put a lot more totes on, because not everything is going to work with that. And to be honest, I also think that if you are on a budget, it makes more sense to invest in invisible underwear than in fun lacy underwear. I know that they are not equally as nice and as fun, but the reality is that when you have a lot of fun colors, the result is that you will have to have a lot more, because they are not going to work with all your clothes. So basically you will have underwear for every set of clothing you have, and that will lead you to have a lot more and to spend a lot more, especially if you want good quality, which, considering that protects your private parts, you should have good quality. So honestly, since I swapped to like proper cotton invisible underwear, my life is so much easier. I'm spending so much less underwear, and yeah, makes everything easier. And finally is to have a uniform. A uniform is an outfit formula that you know looks great on you and that will work for almost every situation in your lifestyle. So in my case, for example, my own outfit formula is a shirt, pair of denim, a blazer, and then depending on the context and the season, it could be boots, pumps, ballet flats or sneakers. But the baseline is always the same. Now, of course, your outfit formula depends on your own style and lifestyle, but I definitely recommend you to always have this outfit combination that you know will always work. So when you are in a rush, you just go directly into that. And if you don't have a lot of time to do all the upkeep of the clothing, again, I know it's not always feasible, but I would tell you, be sure to have always one proper outfit that it's always ironed, always prepared, so that for those days that you're truly in a rush, you can just go to that one and that's it. And I know that all of this takes quite some time, so it seems counterproductive in a video that tells you how to easily look good even when you're in a rush, but the point here is that if you only have clean, ironed and fitting items in your wardrobe, then of course it's going to be a lot easier to get dressed in the morning, because you don't have to do the upkeep in the morning, because everything you're going to put on is going to fit you and to look good on you. So the idea is that if you take a little bit of time beforehand, you can save a ton of time on the morning of. And that was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And please consider subscribing to my channel. I do speak all things about elegance and an elegant capsule wardrobe, but in a more realistic and sustainable way. So if you're interested in that, I hope to see you soon. And until next time, bye!